Hello, hello, Super Coach Smith here with the Lifestyle Entrepreneurs, talking about GCN Wireless, Global Connection Network. Excited to share some information with you. Really what we're doing tonight is teaching how you can become your very own wireless dealer, a mobile dealer in the industry, is it called? It's called. Where with you're armed with a few tools, you become a walking, talking wireless store. And more than just being able to offer the service yourself, is that you can equip other existing retail stores with the same thing. So you think of yourself as both a distributor and both a store. You're almost, you work in both roles. But then the one other thing that's different than either one of those roles, where you're your own mobile store, you're working as a distributor where you're having mobile stores that you can set up, but that's just one level. There's a little bit of leverage in that, but there's not full leverage, and that's where this is different. This is different because it's different from the traditional model of business like that, where you have leverage, where those stores that you sign up, they can sign up reps, and or they can refer other stores, and you start to see a duplication effect that can happen. And this is a model of business you're seeing a paradigm shift that's happening in business right now. I saw this trend starting where years ago, where you see that people are you see a trend where people are working from home more and more, and that's becoming the case. Going to an office is not, staying at home and working there remotely is not unusual. And you're seeing this happen in many different industries. You're also seeing some of the traditional models of a retail store. You're seeing the wholesaler, the distributor. You're seeing various entities. You're starting to see a merging of them. One thing I saw was, and I've seen this in part in the MLM market, but I've also seen it in some other areas where you've seen a coming together of MLM and traditional business. And some have succeeded and some haven't. But what we're doing is we're doing this hybrid type of thing. We are definitely a network marketing company, an MLM company. We're not shying away from that. But if you look at what we're also doing, is we're not saying that we're just over here. We're also appreciating traditional business. We're appreciating that retail store. We're appreciating those franchise models. We're appreciating online marketing. We're appreciating all these different types of distribution channels, and realizing the power of the affiliate marketing right here. Really, when you boil it down to it, it's relationship marketing. There are very strong relationships over here, and when you can take the relationships that you have over here for business, and you can take franchise, retail, these traditional business, and you can merge them, you have something very powerful. And when you combine it with a product that is one of the top products, as far as any product on the market, the most desirable product. I mean, if you look in the space of commercials, just look on TV revenues. I challenge you. If you don't believe me, you will see one of a couple industries that are probably advertised the most. And this device right here, your mobile, it will be one of them. It will be on those top advertised companies anywhere. So now what we're doing is we're taking that part where you had to have this traditional business, you had to have this company, you had to have this storefront, and now we're changing the model. And it's a shift that's been happening, and now it allows people that could be remotely, you could be in the most remote part of the world, and you're able to, or at least this country with mobile, and you can participate in this because we can communicate online like we're doing now. This wasn't available 10 years ago. If you go back to 2005, we couldn't do this. 5 years ago, if you were able to do something like this, it would have blown people's minds. It would have been so hard to do. Hey, in 2015, this is hard to do. It is hard to set up a company like this, to do business with the companies that we do with. This is very challenging technologically. But we also have communication tools like this that allow us to network, and you're tuning in right now to be able to see this. So again, my name is Jason Smith, Super Coach Smith. We're going to be talking about how to become an independent dealer of GCN Wireless. And what that also means is you can offer with this right here. See? There we go. Boom, you see them right here. SIM cards. With SIM cards in hand, you can literally, on the fly, right here, with any device, right here, I just have it on my not my laptop, but I do it on my tablet quite a bit. And this, right here, activate, boom, SIM card, cell phone, pop it in. You are a walking, talking wireless store. That is the power of what we can do today. That's the power of what we're offering. And and some people go, well, great, Jason. There's several companies out there that are doing this. Well, you're right. You're absolutely correct. There are several companies doing it. One of the things about that is a little different from from us than other companies. Number one is who we're offering. We are powered. GCN Wireless has teamed up with an AT&T Platinum Solutions provider who has developed plans for us, mobile plans that are powered by AT&T. Now, this is not some, just tier 3, bottom of the barrel, type of plan. We're talking about tier 1. That is the same tier that if you were direct on one of AT&T's platforms, you would be on their tier 1 of coverage. And so that's why we partnered with who we partnered with. We partnered with one of their Platinum Solutions providers on the Partner Exchange program. They're developing a customized solution for us, because what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to make each individual their own wireless store, but without the storefront. Doesn't mean you can't have a storefront. So guess what? You have the best part of retail, franchise, but you don't have the big franchise fee. You're not paying thousands of dollars, and I'm going to go into that a bit. Does anybody realize what it would take to start a mobile store? If you just did an independent mobile store, you're going to have build outs and cases and inventory and all those types of costs. And if you really wanted to have a branded store, like an actual authorized retailer of AT&T, which is tremendous. Those are hard to get into, hard to be able. It's an honor if you do get one. It's similar to having, say a McDonald's franchise. It's not an easy thing to do. They're very, very selective. And in fact, I'll take you down the road just so you'll know how selective they are. Okay. And in fact, I'll do a little screen share here for a second, so you can see what it takes to be an AT&T dealer, just in case you ever wanted to know. And where are we here? All right, you can see the screen right there. This is what it takes, prospective exclusive dealer qualifications. And again, you can see this is just a gorgeous store. AT&T really has the highest of quality and what they expect in their dealers, and that's why it's so hard. They have this high level of quality that they expect from anyone. So, and their financial requirements for the people that they allow into the program are pretty steep. And this is not unusual for anyone in any type of franchise type of model. If you look at all the top franchises on the Entrepreneur Magazine, top franchise list, the top 50, you'll see they require a lot of things that, like what AT&T requires, liquidity. You've got to have $600,000 cash money in the bank to prove to AT&T. Plus, you have to have a net worth of $3 million, and you've got to have credit, available credit to cover complete build-out costs for 10 locations. That is $100,000 of credit that you have to do it, because guess what? Right here, the exclusive dealer applicant has the ability to operate 10 retail locations, which is the typical expectation. So you're going to have to be able to not only have the money, have everything, but you're going to have to operate 10 stores. And again, it's an honor to be able to do that with AT&T. And so, but the reality is most of us just don't have the ability to do that. I mean, that's a tough one for a lot of people to do. So how do we do it? What do we do here? So, well, that's why we are where we are now. We're meeting because how do we do this? Well, the first thing is that you can become a distributor. And when you become a distributor, you become a distributor with GCN Wireless, but also enlarge your global connection network, the whole thing. And that distributorship fee is $145. You say that again, $145. Wait, we're not talking about $600,000, $3 million in assets, $1 million in credit, $145, and you have your own distributorship. Right there. Okay, with that distributorship, you are active. Boom. You get to sign in. You're up and running right there. I'll walk you guys through it here in just a second. You have a sign in now. You can start activating people. Well, you're in another business tool. Guess what? SIM cards right there. You're going to need these little bad boys right here. Now you can place orders in the system, and you don't even have to have them in hand. But you can place orders, and they'll just mail the customer the SIM card. But we're getting to a point where in the system right now it's not fully automated. But here in the near future, we're going to have nearly instantaneous activations. I'm talking about within a minute these things are going to be active. I mean, now they can be active in an hour. They can be active in a day. We're in a manual process. We're in this beta phase, this soft launch. They're building system. This stuff is difficult. So otherwise everyone would be doing it. You would have already heard this 10 times over if it was easy, but it's not. But you're lucky to be here because guess what? Not everyone is doing it. And the only people that are doing it are the people that heard it from us. And so feel honored that you're a part of this broadcast, that you can watch this because you're in before the masses even know about this. You're in a small group of people that are in the know about information, about something that's really going to change this industry, the wireless industry, even the affiliate industry. You're talking about partnering with the company that invented all of it. AT&T, American Telephone and Telegraph, Alexander Graham Bell. This is the company that started the whole industry and one of the top 2 wireless carriers in the United States with the top 2 networks, and that is who we are riding on. We're riding on tier 1 coverage on that. So guess what? There's not someone else offering this right now. We are it. And then what we're also talking about is a system. The system we're talking about is what separates it. We're not talking about just being a simple, we're just reselling some plan. We're talking about what they're developing. And hear me on this. We've got a platinum solutions provider that's developing a technology that essentially what has really been exclusive to dealers. If you've been a dealer of AT&T and you went through that, you'd have a dealer portal that you'd have direct access into AT&T systems, and then when you order, put in a customer, boom, you just type it in, and it turns on. But of course, you saw what you had to have for an asset base to be able to do that. What they are doing, a customized solution, is really they are putting together customizable personal dealer portals for all GCN representatives. And I mean, just that in itself, for $145, are you kidding me? That is unreal that you can start a business for that amount of money, much less all the other tools that we're going to get in the back office. We're going to have a by design back office, which is the network marketing back office, which is just far superior. They're also, besides just the part of the portal of activations, is in this customized personal dealer portal, they're doing something very, very special. These customized dealer portals are going to have a nice graphical user interface on top of it, so it's going to look real pretty, and you can customize the graphics so that it represents your business and what your target market is. It gets better than that. See, here's the thing. If you were in one of these companies, these partner exchange companies, or you were in the telecom business, you often had one of these portals, and you could make customized solutions for businesses out there. So if you were a representative working for some type of telecom company in the telephony industry, you would go to your client, you would make an RFP, request for a proposal, and you'd make your quote, and you'd sit down with them, and you'd go over it, and what you do is they decide on what they want, and then you would go into your dealer portal, and then you would type in the order, and then submit it straight to the carrier. And this could be all types of services, not just wireless. I'm talking about traditional, business setup, and what they're doing for us. And in this traditional business setup, you could go to all the AT&T channel partners, and you could order equipment from multiple vendors in all these channel partners. And that's pulled into one screen, one cart. They order it, boom, it's sent off to all these different areas, and it's for the customer. It seems very seamless. They don't have to place 10 orders just to get all these different equipment from different vendors. And that's what we're going to have access to. That's what's coming on the other side of this. Not only can we activate people, not only are we going to have access, and I didn't say this, but we're going to have access to all the devices that you see on AT&T site. So all those phones that you see, all the tablets, all the latest and greatest, we're going to have access to that. And we're going to have financing programs for that. So you don't have to pay cash. You can finance it. We're going to have alternative financing. We already have that right now. But in beyond that, we're going to have access to the channel partners of AT&T. In other words, if you see a customized solution that's not offered in the normal offering, you can go out to their channel partners and go, oh yeah, I want to offer that to my clients in my business, and go whoosh, you pull it in, and guess what? That's now on your page. That's now one of the things that you sell. So if you offer packages for businesses, if you offer customized packages, maybe you were targeting other people in the MLM business that you just want as customers, but they're going to need a phone, a tablet, and the whole bit, and you can make a customized package so they can run their business wirelessly. So that's what we're talking about right here. And so I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of what it looks like on the other side. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this, but I will just ask for forgiveness now since I didn't ask for permission from anyone. So, if you just know that I'm already, that's just kind of how we're going to do things here, but it's okay. I want you guys to get a sense of what this is, because literally you are in the right place before the right time, and you're seeing something that is extremely, extremely special. So let's see if we can, there we go, GCN Mobile Logics right here. Oops, that's not what we want. I must have hit that G, C. There we go. So you guys are seeing where we're going with this. This is the basic program. This is not the pretty graphical user interface that we have. This is not everything else that. All right. Okay, there it is. There's our back office right now. Not back office, excuse me. This is our temporary ordering system. Now this is not fully automated, but as you see, this looks like anything you might see on any type of ordering screen anywhere else. You've got an activate right there, GCN Wireless. Boom, you just pop in here. Here's where you become an independent affiliate marketer. You get your membership, $145. Talk about a deal. Let's go over here. Hey, you wonder about this? Is this a real deal? Can this really be real? I don't know, man. This guy, don't trust this guy. Man, he's just some guy on the internet. I don't know about this cat. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, wait, what? Wait, those are bulk SIM cards. You mean I can order bulk SIM cards? Bulk AT&T SIM cards. Wow, there must be some legitimacy to this if you can order bulk AT&T SIM cards. Yes, you can. You can equip your business. You can just go right in the back office, order your SIM card. You see right there, $50 right there. $50 gets you a pack of 20 SIM cards. And over here, go to the front page. Right there, you've got your activate. That's $50. But if you want to just go in and get your business right here, I'll show you how much that is. So $50 for SIM cards. We'll see where I'm going with this. Independent affiliate marketer right there. Look at that. $145. So for $145 plus $50, we're talking about $195. You have a mobile store and AT&T SIM cards in hand. In hand. Can you believe that? In hand. You got 20 SIM cards in hand. You are armed and you are wireless dangerous at that point. I'm telling you what, you just show people what you have. Armed and wireless dangerous. That's what we are. You add it to the cart, just like this. You're watching it, it's going to add to the cart. Oh, hey, there we go. Proceed to checkout. And lo and behold, you put your credit card number in, and you are now a wireless dealer. You have your own mobile store. That is how easy it is to become your own mobile wireless dealer. I didn't add the SIM cards right there, but you see, you get the idea. That is what it takes to become a wireless dealer. And I'm sure you're probably going, okay, that sounds great, but how do I get paid? And that is a very valid question. And we're going to talk about that right now because I want you to know how you get paid with this. And I'm going to alter this presentation. I showed it just last night. I'm going to alter this of how you get paid. Comp in 360 seconds. We can do this fast. We can do it thorough. We can do it everywhere. But we're talking about activating mobile lines. It's a little different from the normal mobile business where you charge whatever you charge, you get a big chunk of the first and then not so much of the rest. And and that's a really great program if you're talking about tier 2 or tier 3. I would want all my money up front as well if I'm talking tier 2, tier 3, because you're talking about the lower end of the spectrum of wireless. The retention there is not really great on that spectrum. But when you're talking about tier 1, that changes the whole entire game. The retention is everything in this side of the game. I mean, you're talking about retention in the excess of 3 years for someone who's on with tier 1 with AT&T Direct. So let's start out with this plan. That's the plan right there. $50 a month is your marquee plan. 4 gigabytes of 4G LTE data powered by AT&T. And in addition to that, you've got free mobile hotspot. Mobile hotspot is included. So if you're somewhere and you don't have a Wi-Fi signal, you can just pop it on your phone, and your laptop is now powered by AT&T as well. And you've got rollover data. But you're getting more than just the standard 30 days of rollover. We're business. We're business here, so we're giving you 90 days of rollover data. So you get to bank those extra gigs on those months that are a little slow. So for those months that are heavy usage, you have some already stored up. So that's the way we do it here. Okay, let's get into how you get paid. Okay. Freedom 5. Okay. The first thing as a mobile dealer is just you're looking at mobile activations. So I'm going to move a little bit past this screen. Here's the thing. On whether it's a mobile dealer or whether it's a personal individual, your first 5 activations, you get free mobile service. That's the way they have this whole thing geared. It is geared for someone to get free mobile service on AT&T's network. And so your first 5 activations go towards a $50 credit every month. If you do those 5 activations in your first full calendar month, what do I mean by that? That means if you say you signed up in August, well, we're in the partial month. So your first full calendar month would be September. So you would have to the end of September to get your first 5 activations, which gives you, if you do that, instead of when you, on your 6th mobile activation on, you're going to earn a monthly residual. Instead of just free mobile service, you earn a monthly residual. Well, when you sign up for the dealer package, you automatically get every activation past the 6th one is going to be $250 a month. When you do those 5 activations in your first full calendar month, that $250 becomes $5 for every monthly residual from every personally enrolled mobile subscriber. So if you're a store, from 6th on is $5 monthly, and that's the Freedom 5 formula right there. It does get better than that. See, we have something called the Freedom Leadership Club. And there's 2 things about this, and this is going to seem a little strange for some dealers, but if you're in the affiliate world, this is going to seem quite normal. You see, when you get to 15 mobile lines activated, 15 mobile lines, you're going to earn an extra bonus, an extra $2.50 a month on top of the other bonus that we have. So, but there's one little catch to it. You've got to bring on other business partners. You've got to share with other mobile dealers. You've got to share with other reps. Maybe these are reps in your store. You've got to share, because the leverage part of this is what makes this much larger than how many activations we can do in the store. And I want to show you, if you are a mobile dealer, open up your mind right now. And I know you may be closed and you think, I got plenty of activations. I do activation after activation after activation. Let me tell you what, there are some big dealers that do activations, and once they saw the power of this next part, and they can develop residual 6-figure and above incomes by referring other stores to this program, because you get credit for their volume. Wait, stop. You get credit for their volume when you refer another store and they become a GCN Wireless dealer just like yourself. Ooh, we're about to get into this. So the 15 active mobile lines, first 5 get you the $50 mobile credit. The next 10 bring you up to that $750 total. That's $75. And when you get 5 business partners, you're now part of the Freedom Leadership Club. And that means referring 5 dealers. It could be getting 5 reps. It could be any number of things. And that's what we'll leave for conversations off of this broadcast. But here's what the next part is. This is where this gets good. This is the leverage. It's called the 5x5 method. Global leadership bonus. This is if you are a rep and you're looking at sharing, what we're looking for is we're building a national distribution team right now. And this is an opportunity that happens really once in the life cycle of any company. And you feel very fortunate you've heard about this right now because this is very important. In the life cycle of every single company out there, there's that point of expansion where the people who first heard about it have an ability to earn more than anyone else in the company if they take advantage of it. Doesn't necessarily mean they will, but they have the ability to. And what do I mean by that? As this national expansion happens, as we move towards our company launch, because right now we're in beta, which is a soft launch. We have active mobile service. We don't have the systems to back it up. They're still testing them right now. But our product has been going for the last several months, so we know the product works. Now here's the thing. As this phase we're in right now, we're just about to finish this phase up, and that's where these systems start coming online. So now as they come online, we're going to move into what we call a pre-launch. That's where they're perfecting all these systems and they're bringing more products into the mix. That's going to be our pre-launch phase. And then once they have everything tested, all these systems are working well, we've got all the products available, all the systems are ready to go, that's when we're going to do the full launch because now we're ready. We're ready to take on the world. We're ready to grow at levels like no other company has seen before in our marketplace. And I promise you, we've been here before. Unfortunately, there was a few missteps. We're not going to repeat those mistakes. We are going to handle this like a business, like a corporation handles this, and we're going to make sure all those systems are ready to go before this company is launched because we are going to be ready for the growth, and you better hold on when it happens. I mean, you better be ready because it's going to happen. So let's talk about this leverage. Leverage is what you don't have in traditional business. Global leadership bonus. See, that's where you referred those 5 mobile stores, or you are a rep. What I was talking about, that national expansion team, you were out going to mobile stores and giving them SIM cards, and you were showing those mobile stores, say, hey, listen, with those SIM cards, you get them on the program. They pay their $145, and now they're offering GCN Wireless to their customers who come into their stores. And then you as a rep, guess what? You get referrals from that business, and they give you 5 more businesses. And they call those 5 businesses, and they say, hey, I've got this great deal. I just got signed up to offer this GCN Wireless powered by AT&T. You should do it too. Guess what their friend who's a mobile dealer is going to do? Man, yeah, what do I need to do? Let's do it. Yeah, it's $145, man. You'll have for $200, you'll have the business. You'll have 20 SIM cards to get ready to go. And they are gonna, and that's how they'll set it up, okay? Because you're talking about tier 1 coverage on that. But that's not where the money is. That's not where we see it. Because what happens is when right here, and I'm gonna talk about the leadership bonus, is each one of those stores is activating lines. They get 10 points. Each store in personal volume. But the thing is each store that they referred, they get 10 points in group volume. So each level, even when when that person refers their 5, and then you go and find 5 stores, and then those stores go refer 5 stores or find 5 reps, guess what? They're now at the first rank. It's only a small amount, $50. They're getting a bonus on the active mobile lines of 75, but now they're getting a leadership bonus. Here's the thing about mobile stores. Think about this for just a minute. Smaller mobile stores may be doing, I don't know, I mean, you have anywhere from 20, 30 a month. You have larger ones that are doing in that 50 plus a month. You have stores that are doing in the hundreds of activations per month. Now, if you start thinking about in that level, how many mobile lines, if someone's doing 100 activations a month and you have 5 stores like that, look at what your volume could be. if you're signing up stores at that level. Heck, if they're only doing 20 activations a month, which is a small place, I mean, you see what the volume could be in that 10-point volume. Now, what if you go get one of those dealers that are doing 100 activations a month, and they know 5 dealers are doing 100 activations a month, and so on and so forth? You're talking about now you as a rep can earn some serious income from referring and going and promoting it, and you treat this like a business. You go and wake up every day, you put your clothes on, and you go out the door and you talk to people. And I have a friend of mine, Felix Cornejo, and that man is hitting the streets every single day. He's going and talking to people. We're meeting with business owners. Hey, we do the online thing too. Don't get us wrong. We're not shying away from online and social media, but I'll tell you what, we're also going and talking to business owners each and every day about why they can profit from having GCN Wireless and offering in their store and what it can do for them. And then we're getting referrals to the next store. And then we're going and talking to them because we get it. And as soon as that store gets it, they're going to get excited because now they understand the power of leverage. And you've got to communicate that. You've got to communicate it. And the thing is that, let me tell you something about a mobile store. If they're living on activations, if they live entirely on activations, they are dependent on somebody to walk through that door and either pay their bill or activate. And that's the only way they get paid. What happens if you live in a part of the country where you have bad weather parts of the year? What if you live in a part of the country that has, really you're like right now, the Gulf Coast we're in the middle of a hurricane season. What if you're in a place where that could hit you? Wow, that could wipe out your entire life if that happened to you. And if you were depending on somebody to walk through the door of your business, your whole lifestyle is in jeopardy. But this is what this helps. You can literally have a mobile store that even if you got wiped out, your business right here keeps going. And if you look at that qualifying right here, 330, just divide that by 10. That's 33 active mobile lines. That's what one dealer does per month, okay? One store. 90 active mobile lines. If they go and get several dealers, that's easy. That's cake. 280 mobile lines, they're still laughing at you. Okay? I'm not belittling these numbers, but I'm saying in the world of leverage and dealers, these are small numbers. And look at this monthly leadership bonus. For someone who has 280 active lines, they're making $600 a month residual. And you might ask me a question, well, do I have to refer all these businesses? Well, yes, you do have to refer some, yes. But that's only for the Freedom Leadership Club, okay? Can one dealer participate in this bonus plan all the way through without signing up anyone else? Absolutely you can. See, you're not required to have other businesses. You're required, you can do it, and you heard this from Kirby Cochran last night, you can do this whole entire program on personal volume, which is one store activating lots and lots and lots of customers. So if you have one dealer that's activating hundreds of customers a month, they can roll through this compensation plan by just activating customers in their store and not sharing with anybody else. Now they are giving up $2.50 a month because they won't refer 5 people, but that may be their choice. But they will be able to participate in the global leadership bonus all the way through. And you can just see the numbers, do the math. So this is the part of what I was talking about being a dealer. This is where it's at right here. When one store refers another store, when one rep goes and gets a store, and then another store, and then another store, and then another store, because you may look at these numbers and say, there's no way I can get to 100,000. Well, if you really think about 100,000, that's 10,000 lines. Well, what if you had 5 stores who did 100 activations a month? That's 500. What happens if they know 5 stores? Oh, that changes the whole game, doesn't it? That's 500 plus another 2,500. That's 3,000 activations per month. You see that 100,000 there? That only takes 10,000 activations, and you're making 10,000 a month. Let that sink in for just a minute. That's the leverage. That's the leverage that you can do with this type of business that you can't do with other types of business. That's why I'm here. Why do you think I'm here? I'm here because of this. Because this is this merging that you're seeing happening between franchise, between retail, between affiliate marketing, and it's coming together, and they're finding ways to make more money than was on the table beforehand, and AT&T gets it. They get it. They can reach farther than they've ever been able to reach through programs like this, through online, through affiliate-driven, with powering their network. And that's what we're offering right now. So as far as, I hope that you've enjoyed that presentation. I hope it's meant something to you. I hope you were able to get value out of that. As far as where do we go from here? Well, I'm gonna have a real talk with you right now. We're in beta. Everything's not working perfect. So if you want something to work perfect, you're in the wrong place. You go ahead and sit on the sidelines and you go wait for everything to go be perfect. You just go sit on the sidelines and wait. And I'm not belittling you. Don't think I'm being harsh. I'm not. But I will tell you that the same opportunity is not going to be there by sitting on the sideline. What do I mean? Well, guess what? That unique point in a company's life is right now. We're on the verge of these systems are coming online. They're testing. They're at the very end of some of this testing right now. And guess what? They don't all work perfect. That's any company. I've been in business a long time, and believe me, systems don't always work perfect. You could be a billion, like billion and billion and billions, and believe me, systems don't work perfect. Okay, it doesn't matter how much money you throw at it always. But here's what I can tell you: if you sit on the sidelines, you're going to miss out. Okay, you will. I promise you, you will, because the people that get the vision right now, that get it, they're going to see it. And they're going to go share it with somebody. And then by the time you sit on the sidelines and you go, wow, everything's working, everything's beautiful, everything's awesome. Guess what? Somebody else is going to have, all the master builders, they're going to be in somebody else's network. So, it's not going to be your Lego land. Everything is awesome, but it's going to be awesome for the people who see the vision right now. And that's what we're offering. For the cost of $50 in SIM cards, boom, right there. $145 for distributorship, boom. Now you have a mobile store. You saw how easy it was to sign up. You're in business. You're in business now. Guess what? Our process is, it's working that way. But I can tell you, within the next, weeks to months, we're going to have all these. I know right now, working on this week. You heard last night, the back office is rolling out. Right now, this week, it's taking some time. After that, they're going to have the direct to AT&T. It's going to be rolled out. That's working on it. They're working on the next, because that's the next step. Replicated websites, 24/7 customer service. Those are the things that are going to be slotted after that. So those are all projects that are rolling out, and this is going to be happening step by step. What I can tell you is, if you're one of the lucky few that are on this right now, you are in the right place before the right time. Thank your friend who sent you here. I really, seriously, you thank them, because even if you say no, you have the opportunity to say yes. And you've had that point in time in your life where someone came to you with something, and you thought to yourself, like, should I do it? You kind of go, and then you passed on it, and later on you're like, man, wow, I should have pulled the trigger on that one. I should have done it. Well, here's the thing. Real talk. Let's say you pull the trigger on this one and it doesn't work. It's a chance. Yeah, it doesn't work for you. Let's say you fail. Well, you can still get a great deal on mobile service. You know what? If you sign up 5 customers, that's free. So your business, if you think about it for just a second, that 145, you sign up 5 customers, that 145 is paid for. Your business is at a net profit. So let's order some SIM cards. So you spend $50 on SIM cards. We spend $145 for the membership. 5 customers, this is free. 4 customers, we've paid for the SIM cards. We've paid for, you've paid for 4 months. If you sign up 5 customers in 4 months, you have free service. So 50, 50, and 50, you've paid yourself back. After 4 months of that, you're at net profit. That's not a bad failure, is it? That's about the least costly failure that I would have ever had. I can tell you that. I've had enough failures for enough amounts of money that have been painful. So that's if you fail. So what if you're mediocre, and you make it down the road a little bit, and you get free service, and you have a few that you get some of those leadership bonuses. You activate 10 customers, and now you're getting $75. Maybe you didn't participate in anything else, but hey, guess what? That would be a free phone and maybe a free device or a free another phone, something like that that you could have. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Now, what if it actually does take off? What if those 5 that you get actually go find another 5 and you're making an extra residual leadership bonus of 100? What if they get their 5? What if you find a rock star? What if you find somebody who is, what if a friend, what if one of your friends who you didn't, you never know who they know someone, and then someone that they know has 10 stores. You didn't even know that they knew somebody who had 10 stores. Guess what? They signed up with you. They came on board, and then they talked to their friend. Their friend goes, "Guess what? I grew up with someone. They have 10 stores." Happens all the time. And so, that could be what you're passing up. Could be. But what I can tell you is that if you sit back and wait on the sidelines and you wait for, the right moment and wait till everything's perfect, there's someone else contacting those stores. Because I'll tell you what, it'll be somebody in my network. I can tell you that, because we're doing it. We are going, strong on this. We realize what's in front of us, and we're going to take advantage of it. So I'm going to close with that tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned a little bit. I hope you learned about the business right here, that you can offer this, and you can activate this while having just any one of these at your mobile office. You can go sign up stores. You can open up your own store. I mean, there's many different ways to do this. You can go find other reps who find other reps who find other reps, and you can have brand name products at really great pricing, and really develop an amazing income. So I encourage you, get back to the person who invited you to this. Thank them, number one. Thank them. Even if you don't join, thank them for thinking of you. I tell you that, because even if you don't join, it's okay. But thank them because they thought of you. And they put you in front of something that could be something great. And I can tell you what, this guy right here, I'm doing everything in my power to make this great. So I'm looking for, if you are a leader, come on. We want to make this great. We want to make this the company that we had hoped some of those other companies had been. We need you. We need your leadership. Come on board with us. Help lead this charge. We want you. If you're a mobile dealer, we want you. We want you to be a part of this team. We are building something special, and I'll tell you what, every challenge, every obstacle that we've encountered, all it does is deepen our commitment for what we're building. Because there's a vision of what the platform that we're building, and I know you guys haven't seen it, but I've been blessed enough to see glimpses of it. I've seen what this architecture is hopefully going to look like, and it is something that's not in the marketplace right now. And I'll put it this way, this rolls out to the marketplace, we will dominate. Here's the next thing. This platform, I'm going to drop the bomb right here. This platform allows us to have multiple products from multiple carriers. Not where we are now. Definitely not. We don't have the platform yet. But we have the ability to have a platform that can manage that. And that's coming down the road. We just have to take care of business right now and get this thing launched. Get it going. And if you want to be a part of it, I encourage you. Come on. We want you. All right? You guys, thank you for tuning in. Super Coach Smith, signing off.